everybody, welcome back to Fountain Pen Deluxe. I want to start off by thanking everybody for being here and subscribing to the channel. We just hit 1,000 subscribers, which is so awesome, and it makes me very motivated to continue producing videos and sharing content. So thanks again for being here, and let's have some stationery fun. I thought today it might be fun to go through some stationery favorites, especially if you have a stationery lover in your life that you're shopping for the holidays, sort of like a stationery gift buying guide. And I'm going to do one for fountain pens too, because I started to film and it just got way out of hand. So many things to go over. So I'm going to try to pare it back and just talk about my favorites. And so maybe this can kind of double as a 2025 my favorite stationery things video. I think to do that, we can start with my stationery bag. So I recently picked up the Soolla Studio Bag from Atlas Stationers, and I really have been enjoying it. It has either 30 or 33 pockets. So there's pockets galore, and as you can see here, these are so cute. These little pen pockets go from small to tall. So my Sailor Pro Gear Slim Minis fit down here, my TWSBI Mini, and then it goes up. This bag was originally made for potters, people making pottery. So there's a lot of pockets for what I assume would be pottery tools. And so that makes some of them not super functional for stationery, unless you were going to store your tools in the outside pockets, but they're just a little bit narrow. So for example, this pocket right here will hold up to a B6 notebook or journal, planner, whatever you have. And of course, an A6 would fit as well. I also have some blotting paper, but that's the extent of that pocket size. And then these can hold pretty much this ruler size. I also have my headphones in this pocket. And then these on the side are pretty slim, but I think that if you took some of your tools out, if you have a tool pouch that you carry around like I do, your tools could be stored maybe in these pockets to be easier to access. But I personally like having my tools in a pouch. That way when I need them, I just take this out, plop it on my desk, and I have everything that I need when I'm doing my planner for the most part. The Soolla Studio Bag is nice. It fits a ton of stuff. It's like a clown car. This is just to lug throughout my house, by the way. I had my stationery stuff split between 2 bags previously. I'll just grab them to show you really quickly. It was the Superior Labor Hello Tote, the shallow size. So this looks huge, right? And it is. It's a big size, and there's 4 big pockets. And the great part is that it has this wire so that you can mold the top to whatever shape you need, and then it stands up straight. So that's really cool. But I was using this, and then I was using, where did I put it? And then I was using this adorable Atelier Penelope Square Tote. It's actually like a square, and it's like a waxed canvas. And so I had my various journals and planners in here, and then my other stuff in the Hello TSL tote. I don't know why it wouldn't all fit in the same bag, but it really wouldn't. And then when I used the Soolla Studio Bag, I got everything to fit in it, no problem. But these are really nice bags. Speaking of gifts, one thing I've been really into this year is having little tote bags like this, or like the Superior Labor Mini Engineer Tote on my desk, so that when I'm using my fountain pens or writing in my journal or whatever it may be, when I'm done, I can just pop my books, or in this case, you can see I have fountain pen cases in my desk tote, is what I call it. And I just have it sitting on my desk, and then it's out of the way, and I have my usable space still on my desk. Anyway, so that's what these smaller totes are good for. And then the Soolla Studio Bag and the TSL Hello Tote, I think, are good for toting things around throughout the house. One nice thing about the Studio Bag is that these straps fit over your shoulder, and They have so many fun colors. As you may notice, I typically go for, I don't even know why, but I've been buying gray. Like here's a Kleid. This is their, what is this? Their separate tool tote that I got from Atlas Stationers, because I was just enamored with the interior, how it has like this pocket here for a water bottle, and a little pocket here. It's just like a little shopping bag, basically, how it collapses. So this is gray. The Atelier Penelope is gray. The Hello Tote by Superior Labor is gray. And Soolla has all of these different colors. This one is called 80s Windbreaker. Has pink, blue, purple, green. And then there's no closure on the top. It just has this strip of canvas that's a little bit thicker than the other canvas, and this is supposed to stabilize the opening. You know, it's nice to have variety, and this bag is pretty affordable. I think it was around $55 or so. You might be able to catch a good deal for the holidays. So those are my favorite bags, that's for sure. The TSL Petite Engineer, the Atelier Penelope Square, the Kleid Separate Tool Tote, and the TSL Hello Tote. Here it says Hello TSL. So let's take a look at the things that are in my Soolla Studio bag, because I think that will give us a good starting point for my recommended items. Let's start with the sides. First of all, clips. You cannot go wrong with clips for stationery lovers. The clampy clips are very popular. As you can see, I have a number around my desk. These just help keep your books open when you're writing in them, and the clampies have a perfect amount of snap to them so they don't hurt your pages or your notebook cover. So those are great. I'm obsessed with these little brass clips. These are from a company called Vero. Have not been able to find them in the US. It came in a stationery selection box. I wish that I could get my hands on more. I love that there's a little hole so you can hook a charm to it, and it's like a brass, and again, perfect clip strength and nice and small for your smaller pocket or a sized notebooks. So you just put that on there and see, it helps it stay open. So those are great. One other thing that I see here that I've been loving is this Pottering Cat bookmark. It's so adorable, first of all. Second of all, this actually, you know how some bookmarks that are metal are just really too chunky and they feel like they're messing up your pages and they just never sit right in the book? This one is really thin and I haven't had that issue with it. And of course it has adorable cats on it. So I got that from Atlas Stationers. They sell out quickly, so if you see them and you want it, just grab it. The final clip suggestions are, let me grab it out of my tool pouch. The Sunstar clips, they come in two sizes. There's this size that is the small size, and then this is the large size. You can see how much larger it is. The small size is my preference. The hold is more than the clampy clips. You can just hear it. And the large one is, you know, it's pretty, it will fit. Here's a pocket size. It will fit and hold your book open for sure. So that's not really an issue. And it doesn't like hurt the pages. But I just find that the small one serves the same purpose and is just smaller and more out of the way. But those are a great option. And then finally, the Midori index clips. If the stationery lover in your life doesn't already have these, I guess I might be surprised, but everybody has these. They're so low profile and so helpful. I use these to mark my week and my month pages in my planner. Usually use it to mark where I am in my journal as well. So those are my clip recommendations. Since we have my tool pouch out, this is my favorite tool pouch. This is the Kept pencil pouch. It's just a simple vinyl plastic pouch that you can see through. And inside I have my favorite tools. Those are the Hobonichi stencil. It's so helpful and compact, and I love using the boxes to make a to-do list. So I love this a lot. This is my favorite one. I like the Hobonichi double-sided tape. This is very portable and works great. Comes in different pre-cut sizes, so you don't need to worry about being able to cut tape while you're out or use glue. I do like this Pit glue stick though by Tombow. It's a stick and it's very small and it's shaped like a pen with a clip so you can put it into a pen case nicely. I've been relying on the Hobonichi Uni Jetstream in my planner lately since I can highlight over it and I don't have to worry about it having issues if I touch the page with my hand without blotting paper. Of course, a brush pen. I have a few options here. These are all great. Of course, there's Tombow, the Fudenosuke's. There's Le Pen Flex, which people love as well. That's a great option. And then I have, where is the other one? I have this was recommended by somebody else. It's the Zebra brush pen. So it has a really fine tip, finer than I think the Tombow's. Let's just compare. This is the hard tip. On the left, that's the Tombow hard tip. On the right, that's the Zebra. Looks similar. The Zebra does look like it's a little bit finer though. So, brush pen, definitely a must. I keep a Sarasa Vintage in my case as well in case I want some color. Although I have the Hobonichi stencil that has a ruler, I also have this adorable ruler by Midori, pink of course, and it has this angled thing. What do you call this? Not a compass. Oh my gosh. What is that called? My kids needed one for math. The best whiteout for cream-ish paper is the Plus Wiper 4mm cream tape. So good. Tweezers. These are the MU Make Up Your Life tweezers. They have a very sharp, fine tip, and then the back of them is rounded so that you can use this to adhere washi tape or do transfer stickers. So that's an awesome tweezer. And I like the ones that aren't reverse. You know, like when you squeeze it, it doesn't open, it closes. So those are great. And the only other thing I have is this Uniball Signo white gel pen. Honestly, I don't really use it that often. I've heard that it was good for correcting mistakes, but I have not tried it, so I can't really say. So these are my favorite tools, and I think that an awesome gift would be to get somebody a tool pouch, whether it's a kept pouch or, you know, maybe a Hobonichi drawer pouch, and then you could fill it with some tools and give it as a gift. I mean, if somebody gave that to me, I would fall out of my chair. I would be so happy. So, I don't know. Just a suggestion. In my Superior Labor leather tool pouch, I have a Sailor Shikiori Yozakura brush pen. So this is the type that has a brush pen on one side. It's just like a mild liner, and then this really fine chisel tip on the other side. Very pretty color. Oh, I do love this. This is the Pit glue pen, and it's by Tombow again. They just do great glue, and it's like a little ballpoint pen, and you can get into really fine spaces, like if you need to glue down a corner, and this whole thing is glue. I love this. Such a great idea. Of course, travel scissors. These are so much fun, and a bunch of different companies do them. It's kind of shaped like a pen, so it fits with your stuff. This is from Make Up Your Life. This is a transfer tool, just a wooden kind of stick with a sharp point and a rounded point. Then you can see that I have some of my favorites in here again. So we've got the Pit glue, another Make Up Your Life tweezer, brass pencil. I have a ceramic cutter. You never know when you're going to need one of these. It actually comes in pretty handy. And then in the front, I have these. These are Beverly sticky notes, and they come in cute little sizes so that these fit into your calendar, or for your monthly calendar. If you aren't sure that something's really going to happen, you just want to make a note so you don't forget. Then I have a Energel Klena, and this is another brush pen by Uni. This is the refillable one that I got in my stationery selection box. So those are the rest of my tools. These I don't reach for as much as my tools in here, but you know, I can never decide, so I just keep them with me at all times. Probably unnecessary. Another great suggestion for something for the stationery lover in your life, highlighters. And I think that we know the most popular ones are Tombows, mild liners. I really like these Mr. Pen highlighters from Amazon. They come in different packs of color families, and I got this pinky purple neutralish pack, and I like them a lot. I find myself reaching for those the most, actually. And then we have the Zig Clean Color Dots. These are such a great idea, but they bleed through almost every paper. It would be great if you could use them though, because you could make to-do lists really easily and color code. So that's kind of a bummer. Another option, if you don't want to use the Zig Clean Color Dots since they bleed, would be to get functional dot stickers like these by Hobonichi, or Stalogy makes some, and then you don't have to worry about bleed through on the paper. This pouch, by the way, is the Midori Stripe Mesh Pouch. It has 2 compartments. It's a great little pouch. I really like it. One other thing that I think could be a fun gift is stickers. Let me move my Soolla Studio Bag out of the way. Stickers and washi tape are like essential to stationery lovers. And I have this album from Simply Gilded. I really like it. It holds all of my Sterling ink subscription kits. I have a kit in each sleeve, and then I have the days of the week here. And they have different colors of these albums and different sizes. This is the large size. I think the large is the most functional size, but it just is very like chic and simple and satisfying to use. So one idea would be to order a subscription kit or purchase a sticker album and give somebody stickers in an album. My next favorite sticker storage is this King Jim sticker album that has the long skinny pages that are good for Japanese stickers that come in that shape. So I have some Midori, I have some Make Up Your Life transfer stickers. Right here is Simply Gilded. But this is so great, and it even comes with 2 little sticker transfer sheets that are like a little book. It's just a very great compact size. You could also get somebody a subscription to Sticky Club for a month or 2. It's so reasonable, and they have 3 different types. They have vintage, pop, and cute, and they kind of correspond with the seasons, and they come in these plastic sleeves. So you could even just get a simple binder off Amazon or something. When this started getting kind of unruly, I just picked up these clear A5 acrylic binders, and I have my stickers in there, so they're easy to store. Or another thing people really like is the Travelers Company sticker release paper. So it comes in passport and standard size. I haven't used it yet, but I've heard that this paper is really, really good, because some sticker release paper is not good and people end up ruining their stickers. But you know, a little book like this, you pop some stickers on it, and then somebody can just keep it tucked into their planner or their stationery journaling planning bag. So that's a good option as well. And then since we're on the topic of stickers, let's talk a little bit about washi. Washi is another stationery staple, and you can get plain washi like white, and you can get, I mean, any design you can think of, they probably make it. I really love Yohaku washi tapes. They're very neutral, and I feel like they go with pretty much anything, any spread. I also like MT washi. Oh, this is Atelier, actually, this one. This one has pink stripes in different color combinations, so that goes with a lot. Lately, I've been enjoying Kiss Cut pet tape, which is kind of like, well, no, it's not like washi. I'm new to the world of pet tape, but look at all of these stickers on this roll. It's so cool. I love that. So I got this recently. This is La Dolce Vita. I got this from Pinky Elephant. And then I love this. I've been obsessed with this lately. This is just a little pet tape. It's like washi tape, but it's pet tape. And I got this from Atlas Stationers. It's just 3 or 4 different scenes that you can cut off and put into your planner or journal. And I like how they have the roughed up edges, so it kind of looks like it's part of the page. But it's a clear plastic type tape. Washi tape is a solid choice, and I think if you're giving a gift to somebody and you don't want to go out and buy new washi tape, I mean, everybody knows that most of us have a large collection of washi tape that we would like to share because we're really never going to get through it anytime soon. And I think a great option would be potentially to pick up some cards, the plain cards that are like security cards or ID badge cards. You can get them on Amazon, or you can even reuse gift cards. Like here I reused, what's this one? An old Target gift card. But you can wrap washi around them. You can even actually laminate a thick piece of cardstock, and that works also. But if you wrapped a bunch of washi around it and you stuck some cards in a little book like this, this is the Hobonichi plastic card album. I think that would be a really cute gift for somebody. I mean, everybody loves washi, so that could be fun. Another thing I find myself using a lot is this Toyo steel box. So I have more washi tape in here, surprise, surprise. There's also another brand that's like a sister brand to this company. I think it's called Trustco. Maybe I'm having them confused. I got these for a lower price. This is a Toyo steel box. Yeah, maybe this is the sister company to Trustco, but it's the same design, the same manufacturer, the same specs, and the same materials. It's just costs less, and they come in different colors, and you can store all sorts of stuff in them. I used to keep my dried flowers in a Toyo steel box. I used to keep my stamps in a Toyo steel box. So this is a fun option. You could fill this with some stationery, whether it's washi or a combination of a brush pen, some highlighters, some washi, some stickers. I don't know, I really like that idea. Alternatively, you could give some pouches. Pouches are always appreciated. These are the Superior Labor pouches, engineer pouches, large, medium, small, or mini. And they come in different colors. Some have leather on them. So these are great for stashing and storing stationery items, whether it's your planner or your tools, things like that. And of course, we can't talk about stationery pouches without talking about the Delphonics pouches. I think just like the TSL mini or petite engineer tote, it's like everybody comes into the stationery world and they get one right away. I know I did. This was the first pouch that I got. This is the medium Delphonics, and I use it for my ink swatching tools. So I have my dip pens and my color cards, and then inside I have my notebooks, my swatch notebooks. I use this a lot. It's very durable and hasn't gotten weird or anything. I just throw this around like crazy. And then here's the small Delphonics pouch, of course in pink, and it's just like a mini version of this one. They both have pockets on the outside of various sizes. Some have Velcro, some don't. And then on the inside, there's like a large space with some pockets on the side, 2 small, 1 Velcro. This has my sketchbook and my colored pencils. You can stash like a little rubber eraser in a little pocket. So these are an amazing choice for the stationery lover in your life. You can't go wrong with quality notebooks for writing, planning, whatever the case may be. I think anyone would appreciate a notebook anytime, or we typically have a stash of them. So it could be anything from good impressions. I got this from Barnes & Noble actually, to Stalogy, Sterling Ink, Wonderland 222, of course Hobonichi. There's just so many options. That could be a nice gift. And depending on the size, you could, include a little notebook in a pouch as part of a gift with a few other things. This is a B6 size, or if you have an A6, it could fit into a cute little Delphonics pouch. I mean, how adorable is that? So notebooks are great. And then of course we have notebook covers. So if you're getting a notebook, you could pair it with a cover if you wanted a little bit something extra. Of course, there's all different price points and sizes for covers, but let's say you picked up an A6 notebook. You could pair it with an A6 Hobonichi cover. That would be a lovely, lovely gift. Or if you're getting something for someone really special and you want to spend more, you could pick up a leather cover. I picked up this one from the Superior Labor and Cute Things Japan. And if somebody got this for me, I don't know, I would feel very loved because I would feel like they know me and they value my hobby and they think that it's a good enough endeavor to spend some money on, because leather covers obviously can add up. You could always get a personalized cover if you wanted to. I don't know if you want to go the Louise Carmen route, but if you did, you could have something engraved on the cover for your recipient, and you could add some charms that are meaningful to you or them. You could add charms yourself, which might make it even more special. So that's an option. One other brand that all stationery lovers seem to enjoy pretty much is Traveler's. So you could get a Traveler's notebook for them and get some of the accessories or not, but there are so many inserts that you can do, so many fun clips and charms. So that is an option. And then honestly, two other tools that will be my final suggestions that I find myself using all the time are a paper trimmer, one of the smaller, lighter ones where you can cut down sheets of paper, and a page corner cutter. This is so key and it makes everything look so much better. I'm sure we all know how it works, but basically you just pop your corner in there and it cuts off the edge. You can choose if you want it to be round, not as round, or basically barely rounded. If you're adding tip-ins and things to your planner or journal, it's really nice to have this because it just makes it feel more finished somehow, and I don't know, it's very satisfying is what I would say. I think that I covered everything that came to mind when it comes to my favorites. Like I mentioned, I will do a video on fountain pen favorites because then we get into blotting paper, cleaning supplies, inking and ink swatching, and that's a whole different can of worms. But, when it comes to stationery, I think that there are just so many great things out there. Honestly, if you go to any of the stationery shops that are really hot right now, like Yoseka, Pinky Elephant, Cute Things from Japan, My Documented Life, 26 Market, they really curate the best, newest stationery. Anything that you find there, you can't go wrong. So that's what I would recommend. I do like the idea of putting together a little package though. I think that that's just so fun and thoughtful. Well, that's it for me today. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye.